Hey guys, Wang here. I sell Silicon Valley real estate. We're here in the city of Los Altos, particularly in the neighborhood of North Los Altos. I got this little 3-1, sits on a nice corner lot, 10,000 square foot corner lot, and we've got our work cut out for us here. We've got to get some landscaping done on the property. We've got some painting, some repairs, some lighting repairs, as well as some interior and flooring work as well. And so super excited to have you guys come along for the ride. When I first arrive at a property, one of the first things I'm looking at is just basically how does it look from the curb, or what they say curb appeal, right? And you know, like this, for example, with all the dry leaves and all that stuff, it can be cleaned up easily. Put some new mulch or wood bark down, make it a little bit nicer. This color, this wasn't even blooming like a couple weeks ago, and so it's awesome to see this color. It's a great opportunity, now that we're going to the spring market, capturing that initial emotion for buyers to come in and say, wow, they can picture themselves living in it. That's the same thing with the inside of the house too. We start with the outside, and so this is the first thing I think about is the landscaping. The cabinets originally were just normal, regular wood grain cabinets, but had a lot of water stains and such, so you basically are sanding it down, primer sanding it down, and then eventually and painting them white, making the kitchen a lot brighter. Looking good. It's coming along. We're going to get rid of this thing. Bookshelves to the left used to be brown, and the original wood paneling on the right as well, and so we've changed that, basically paint that up, make it a little bit brighter. We're going to work on the floors after the painting is complete. So painting first, and then we'll work on the wood, on sanding the wood floors. You got the heater on, so that when you have the heater on, then the paint will dry faster. So all the painters have the heaters on. Hey guys, I just finished up looking at the property, and it looks great. Floors are refinished, the painting is complete. Got some handyman work that needs to get done, and we're getting the property staged tomorrow, and then we'll have photography by the end of the week.
Well, we appreciate your business, Alex.
Yeah, appreciate your hard work. Next week, beginning of the week, we're going to go live. Following Friday, broker tour. Saturday, Sunday, open house. And hopefully the following week, sold. Hey guys, so we are over here at the property and just checking in on staging. Staging's they're putting in the final touches in here. A little bit of delay, it's raining today, so that kind of pushed our schedule out a couple hours. Hey Larry, this is my stager.
Hello.
Yeah. But everything's looking good. I have a couple other lights that we're gonna get replaced and some handyman fix-it items, but overall, the staging's coming together, and I'm really excited to see how it's gonna look. All right, so we're back here at the property, Los Altos property. Staging is out, and as you can see, with the staging being out, it's a lot more, actually looks smaller. It actually looks larger when you have staging in the property. And so anyways, one of the things I'm looking at now is just as property is now pending and gonna sell, is trying to figure out if there's anything else left over in the property as well. And so we actually had, have 3 offers on the property, not all coming in at the same time, but it was interesting because we priced the property at slightly, at market price, but there are a lot of other properties that the market value was a lot higher, but they priced their property also at our list price. So a lot of activity jumped over to the other properties, expecting that buyers were hoping that they could actually buy them at that price, but it ended up being at a higher price. So we sat on the market a little bit longer than normal, 11 days on the market. And so I know in some other markets that's super fast, but in this market, almost 2 weeks is actually an eternity. And so we did sell it for over the asking price, and my clients were super happy because we priced it just at that, above that market price where we thought it should go, and we got above the asking price. And so just kind of coming checking through, and more than likely these new buyers are gonna have the property rented out. And in the meantime, because it takes a while to start building, and they're gonna probably rent the property out to some tenants, and that's why our rehabs that we did on the property actually helped, even though the property may be demolished or torn down in the future. It gives the buyers the opportunity to get tenants in here, get some cash flow while they spend about half a year to a year, sometimes even longer, before they actually build the house that they want. And now for the most important part of this process, we are now sold.